What is up then, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. So apologies for my poor upload schedule recently. As you may have noticed, I've not uploaded in probably almost over a month now. I'll tell you about that a bit later on. But you guys are always asking me what wheels have I got for the car, what wheels do I plan on getting for the car and stuff like that, what tyre setups do I run. So today, hopefully, going to address some of that. So on the Fiesta at the moment is just a standard pair of, standard set of Mondeo SI alloys. They're running Toyo Proxys T1Rs on them, and if you're interested in the tyre side, they're 195 45 16s. And I also had a set of ST150 alloys, which I recently sold because I weren't using them. But anyway, I'm on my way to Coventry now, hopefully going to get myself some new wheels. They're 7J, 15 inch, so we're going an inch smaller than the Mondeos that I currently run. But they also come with a set of tyres. I think the tyres might be something a little bit special, and for the price I'm going to be getting it for, it is the dog's what's it. I'm going to a company called Der Sprung Limited, which I'm guessing is German by the name. I'm probably just about half an hour away, so I'll carry on recording a little bit more once I'm a little bit closer, because obviously you shouldn't vlog and drive at the same time, and I'll ask the owners there if they mind me recording once I get there, so I'll see you in a sec. Right guys, so we're nearly here now. You know when you're in the right place when you see this through a window. Alright then guys, I've kind of cheated on you guys. I've been up to this guy's shop and I've seen the wheels already. And if you can't tell by my smile so far, I'm no longer tired. They're fucking sick. But should be able to see them in a second. There we go. Mate. Wow, I absolutely love these ones. Thank you so much, bro. Just tell me a bit about them, though.
7 inch on the front and 9.5, I think the showing was on the back.
Absolutely bonkers, man. Look at that meat, man. You're a legend, man. Thank you so much, bro.
You're welcome.
Alright then, guys, so I've actually just pulled over because I'm a little bit excited and I couldn't hold it in. So anyway, here we have the wheels. They are Braid. I'm going to put the full name of them in here. I do know what they are, but I can't actually remember. So they're 15 inch, 6J on the front, no, 7J on the front, 9 on the rears. But look at that, mate. It's like semi-Formula 1. So we've got a set of Avon Sport full slicks on the rear, while the front, so the 9J actually for the front, sorry. And then we've got Dunlops for the rear. But bro, mate. Fucking hell, like, let me put this up against the IB first, just to give you an idea of how big these are. Mate. Oh man, I'm so excited. Whilst I'm here as well, I might as well tell you the situation with the unit. So basically, 2 secs. So basically the crack with the unit was I was sharing my unit 3 ways. So there was me, my cousin and his friend home. So the way that worked, we shared it 3 ways. So it was working about £140 a month. So between us, work out the math. And within that time, the 2 people who I was sharing it with had a little falling out. And then because of that bickering, they decided not to pay their share of the rent. And me, like, standing in the dark, I had none of this. They didn't feel the need to tell me any of this. I continued paying my rent to one of the third parties that I was sharing with, and they still weren't sharing it. So, like, they've spent my money. They've not given their money to the landlord. So I've been giving 400 or some quid away, which, as you can probably imagine, I'm not very happy with. So as far as it stands now, I've had phone calls with the landlord. The landlord's asking for their money, and because the unit's not in my name, which is probably a very good thing, the person whose name it is hasn't paid that rent for that many months, and they're also going to have bailiff charges coming in for that type of bullshit now. So unfortunately, the way that it seems at the moment, the unit's lost. I am currently looking for a new place where I can set up, but at the moment I don't think that's looking like a really realistic. So yeah, like I said, I don't think anything's going to be popping up right at the moment. Like I'm genuinely not in a rush at the moment. It's quite nice having that extra bit of money every month, but it is really annoying because I love making videos. I love like talking to you guys and that, man. So it is like, it is shit, but it is what it is. Hopefully sort something out. But yeah, see, we'll sort something out. There is one lad who shares the unit next door to mine, Josh, and he's an absolute legend. So he says that if I ever need to go work on my car, then I can go and down to his and work on my car there, but obviously I don't really want to be a burden of like having to have him move out his space. I'll move his stuff out of the way, so get mine in, if you get what I mean. So yeah, see how it goes. If not, just send it in it. But yeah, let's get back to my house. Okay then guys, so I'm back at my house. I've put the wheels on, and you guys are probably gonna think I'm absolutely crazy, but just hear me out on this one. There we go. So on the front, they fit fairly well. Obviously the tyres are very thick, so they're bulging out quite a lot, but there's still clearance, the wheel will move and everything like that. It doesn't have a full turning radius, but it's more than enough just to get by. So yeah, I think the front's gonna work pretty well. Look at it, oh mate. Okay, now this is where the problem comes. So, because these wheels are so thick, basically I've still got the 30mm axle spaces on the rear, as you can see there, which isn't help but bulging it out a little bit more. And then as well as this, I've had to put a 25mm spacer on the front, and that's to stop the rear of the tyre from touching the back of here. So obviously with a smaller tyre, I will be able to bring the wheel in probably about an inch or so, which should get rid of most of that clearance, but I will still have to run a spacer on the rear and on the hub, like in front of this, to obviously keep the wheel away from the shock absorber. But guys, just look at this. Oh, look at that meat. Fucking hell. So yeah, obviously with that inch removed, that would like tuck it all the way in. Well, just enough for me to get by, and if worse comes to worse, then just wide body it. But yeah, shit man. I'd obviously need to raise it in the rear as well, because you can see that we're kissing the lip there. But I'm absolutely buzzing about this. But yeah, I think that's it for now. Thank you to everyone who keeps subscribing and everyone who's subscribed in the past, man. It does mean a lot. Still check out my YouTube even though I'm still not making videos. So yeah, I appreciate you guys a lot, and hopefully just subscribe for new content. I'll see you in the next one.